Greetings dear viewer and welcome to an unscripted walk down memory lane, where in this video we will be commemorating, or at least remembering, the 2015 Manawatu River floods and all the slips and the giant holes in the ground and everything like that. Yes, at the time of this video's posting, it'll be 5 years to the day, half a decade since we had those big floods in 2015. Now, I made a video on that day, back then. I do not recommend watching it. Just personally, it's one of the videos in my catalogue where, presentation-wise, I would have deleted it because I'm not proud of it. It was back when I was in my, hey, what is up guys phase, like very in your face, very intense, and also just, I don't know, I just came across as really obnoxious. It's not a video I'm proud of, and I don't like revisiting it. Plus, I was going through a weird phase where I was trying to grow a mustache. I don't know what I was thinking. But the video did quite well, and I consider it like a semi-important part of history. So now we're going to be revisiting that history today, and I figure what better place to start than at the same window that I started that video 5 years ago. And if you really do want to watch that old video, then I'll leave a little iCard in the top corner, and I'll also put a link in the description and at the end of the video if you really want to watch that 2015 video. But I will be reusing most of the footage for this one, so you'll see all the important bits without, you know, me talking. 2015 me talking I'm referring to, because 2020 me is so much better at not rambling on for too long. So without further ado, let us take a look at where it all began 5 years ago. Oh my gosh! I'll be quick, because I'm stopped in the middle of the road. Oh my gosh! They're alright, there is a giant hole. And there's where it comes out, it's a giant hole. Now, although the hole is gone, the scar on the road will always remain. It's funny, they filled this in, like, in a couple of days, yet within the year, the whole thing had sunk down enough so that every time you come along here, there's a little, hey, bump. But yeah, this is the spot where the giant hole used to be. Also, fun fact for any long-time viewers of my channel, that's where the hole used to be. And then this driveway here, and this little stretch of road, is where I recorded the Saving a Pug Puppy video, which is another old one from, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago that I'm not too much of a fan of because I sound worse than I meant to. Anyway, and then up here on the left is actually quite notorious for having slips, but I mean, obviously there's not one there now. And of course, here's the main event. That's the 80k sign that was on its side. There's the power lines that were down, and this whole area was all just trees slid down. Actually, you can barely tell. I mean, I'm no tree expert. I know they grow fast, but that's insane. All of this was just down from here all the way down there, if you mind my little transition. So, to here. So, all the way from there, all down here, and down to that corner. It was all just across the road. Alrighty, it's raining on me now, so I'm going to fast forward to the part you're all here for. The main event, and that's the river. Oh my gosh, it is just completely overflowing. Now you can't see because of the bridge. All of the people taking photos. That's insane. Here we are as the sun sets back at the scene of the crime, the Manawatu River. It's long, it's wet, but you don't care about that. I'm standing here in the exact same clothes I wore 5 years ago. But what you want to know is just how much of this area was underwater. Well, let me show you. Look how high it is. Look, that's a seat. I'm really tempted to want to sit there. That's right, everything here was almost entirely underwater. It's probably coming up to about my neck, but for better visual comparison, I'll get my cameraman here to demonstrate. Alrighty, there's our cameraman, William. Alright, William, hold your breath. What? So, that's where the walkway is. You're underwater, William. Using cameraman William as a guide, about where his elbow is where the water came up to. So you're half drowning. This is the footpath that hadn't been paved over yet, and it was all just dirt, mud and water. But they finished it. No. Now, as I let this unused footage from my 2015 video play in the background, I just wanted to give you guys some interesting facts. So according to the official GNS science report from the floods, there was a big storm that lasted the 19th and 20th of June, which caused the massive flooding on the 21st, and it caused approximately $275 million of economic damage, as well as having 400 plus residents evacuated along the Whanganui River, because the Whanganui River was worse than the Manawatu River. And I remember hearing stories when I worked very briefly as a car groomer in 2017, how they had to get everyone that wasn't working that day to come down to the car yard and drive all their vehicles up the road. Now, ignore me while I'm being silly here in the background, but just for comparison's sake, to show you the difference between the water level now compared to the water level then, here's what it is now, and if you'll bear with me a moment. And that's where it was in 2015.
So how deep was it?
It's about 2.5 meters. And that wraps up this video. I'd like to thank you all very much for watching and taking this little walk down memory lane and remembering when this all used to be underwater. Yeah, so we tried to film a proper conclusive ending to this video, but after standing outside in the rain for about 3.5 hours and waiting for people to walk by so we could record some footage, we just got tired. So this is me giving you a proper thank you for watching this video, and to anyone who watched the 2015 video. I don't recommend revisiting it, but if you've already seen it, then thank you very much for that. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, have a great day wherever you're from. If you're a Palmerston North or Player Tour resident, this isn't even a joke anymore. This is just daily life. This is normality.